Two more crafts I want to show you before we get on to our bead making. So the next one is, my granddaughter used to have the Monster High dolls, and I made molds from their faces by using the silicone sealer that you used for putting around your sink or your bathtub in water with a bit of washing up liquid and a bit of vinegar, which helps it to all stick together, and then you push whatever it is you want to mould into it, which happened to be a Monster High doll's face, and then you have a mould and you can make these faces. So I make these up for my kids. I'm not sure that this one's quite dry. Is this one dry? This one's probably dry. Let's pop this one out. Let me see it. It's getting on towards evening now, so the light's a little low, but I think you can see that. Anyway, yes, so I mould the little faces, and then I get the kids to paint them, and we use the needle felting wool to make hair for them in all colours and shapes and sizes. It does surprise me that the European kids will go for the really colourful stuff, but the Asian kids will always go for natural. They'll go for the black hair, pale skin, red lips, and make it as close to themselves as they possibly can. Whereas the mixed girls will mix it up. Okay, so just wanted to show you that because it's really fun. Even if you haven't got any children, it's really fun. Anyway, and of course you can actually pick a doll that's more realistic and then use it to make more realistic faces. Now, whilst we're on talking about needle felting wool to make their hair, I wanted to show you another thing inspired by Jalan Japan again. In fact, I can hear a cat at my door because I've actually had the temerity to shut my door. How dare I? I'm going to have to open the door. He's just going to stand out there and scream. 1 minute. Come on then. Come on. Okay. So, in Jalan Japan, I found some of the balls that you get for sticking in your washing machine or dryer to keep your laundry from getting static and to sort of beat it up, make it come out all nice. And I thought to myself, it'd be quite fun to use those balls to make little faces. And so I thought I'd do little portraits of my cat. So this is Hedwig. I'm going to carry on working on them a little bit to see if I can get them a little bit more 3D. But I actually use the real pussycat whiskers that they drop. We collect them all up every time they drop a whisker, and we use the whiskers to make the whiskers on their faces. Yes, I'm talking about you, Honey Pie. That's actually the other one. So then we've got our little Slopey. Now, little Slopey hasn't got his whiskers yet. I'm still working on him. Now, Slopey is I suppose he's also a Down syndrome cat. He's got dwarfism. He's not a regular sort of a cat, but he's we love him. He's a little bit shy and he's a bit awkward with people, but he's slowly but surely, 2 years slowly but surely, getting better with us. But he was rescued and he's not the best at, socialising. That's why I've got a flat ear on this side, because he's had his ear marked that he's been done. So this is going to be Slopey when it's finished. And I've started Jean-Claude. If I say that name, he's going to come rushing in again. I've started Jean-Claude, but I haven't got all the way yet. I've picked out his eyes, but I've got to put all his stripes on and make him. So, yes, fun project, really cool. If you don't know about needle felting, it really is a really good fun to do. So basically, you're just literally working with one needle, or multiples if you've got a big piece and you're trying to get it done quicker, you can put sort of 2 or 3 together in one holder. This is like a multiple one where you've got 2 needles, and this is the normal single. Now these needles are rough. They've got little rough bits on them, so each time you put them through the wool, they pick up the little strands and they felt it all together, needle felting. The roving before you start felting it is just like fluffy, fluffy unspun wool. And that is what you push your needle through and you needle felt it until it's done. Another needle felting project I'm doing, because this is, as you can see, I'm never just doing one thing, I'm always doing 20 things at once because I'm that kind of person. And I come back, but I make myself lists. I'm a list writer. I make myself lists and I try and get everything on my list eventually done. So this was a jacket. I bought this jacket in Las Vegas so many years ago I can't even count, and it started to get a bit holey. So I thought, well, I'm going to make the holes even bigger and I'm going to needle felt round them and I'm going to make a really cool, almost butterfly wing on my jacket. So that's another project in progress, and I've picked all lovely natural greens, blues, oranges. I've already cut some more holes on this side ready to go. And again, they're probably where holes were already there. This is a very old jacket, but I will get round to finishing this. And when I have finished it, I will show you the finished article. And normally with clothes and everything, people use Nuno felting, which is where you wet the felt and you rub it and roll it until it joins in. But with this one, I'm literally needle felting through it so that I can, you know, go all over the place and make my patterns follow round holes and things. But yes, I think this is going to be a lot of fun and I will keep going with it. It won't happen all in one go because that would be boring, but I'll just keep adding bits and adding bits until it gets done. Right, so beads.